You ready to go, Heath?
Please do take the pit stop food and drink as additional to the kit that you already have.
3, 2, 1.
Off you go!
The Ultra Tour of Arran is a challenging 2-day off-road ultramarathon that circumnavigates the stunning and rugged Isle of Arran in Scotland. The race is approximately 97 kilometres with a vertical gain of nearly 4,000 metres. Day 1 is less vertical than day 2, but that doesn't mean it's easy. The event is designed to showcase the diverse and dramatic landscapes of Arran, often referred to as Scotland in miniature. Over the course of 2 demanding days, participants traverse a variety of terrains, from dense forests and enchanting glens to wind-swept coastal paths and mountainous northern ridges, including the iconic Goatfell Mountain. Spoiler alert, I didn't do day 2. The weather was so amazingly good when I was over there that I decided to explore the island with my wife and son rather than abandon them for another day of racing. No race is more important than spending time having fun as a family, and also I was knackered after day 1. The race started and finished each day in the main town of Brodick. Day 1, this typically covers the southern part of the island, featuring a mix of coastal running, forest trails and some road sections through villages. While considered the easier of the 2 days, it still presents a significant challenge. Day 2 takes on the more mountainous and wild northern section of Arran. This day is characterised by steep ascents and descents, technical terrain and breathtaking views from the high peaks. One of the other reasons I didn't do day 2 was I'd actually done some of these hills before, so I wasn't that bothered about doing them again. If you are interested in doing the race, it's normally held in April. Entry is open to solo runners and pairs, but I can't guarantee the weather will be as good as it was for me. Due to the demanding nature of the race, there's a mandatory kit list that all participants must carry. This includes waterproofs, emergency food and water, a survival bag, a headlamp and other essential safety equipment. This can seem a bit excessive, especially on days like this when the weather was so good, but it is Scotland in April, so anything could happen. I really enjoyed the first part of the route. It starts off with a nice run through Brodick before heading uphill onto quiet farm roads. I'm not familiar with Arran, so I was seeing everything today for the first time. The stunning view of Holy Isle was an early highlight. You can actually stay in the island as there's a retreat based there. They offer courses on things like mindfulness and meditation. This section was really interesting, although quite hard to run on. It was a mix of shore running and wooden boardwalks. If the weather was bad, this section could have been tricky and probably a bit slippy, but on this day it was fine. I think there was about 300 people doing the race, which meant I had been worried that I would end up running by myself for a lot of it. But as you can see, there was usually at least one other runner nearby. In fact, it wasn't until near the end of the race that I actually ran totally by myself. The race can be split into 4 sections: Brodick to Lamlash, which is the coastal start, Lamlash to Whiting Bay, which continues along the southern coastline, Whiting Bay to Kildonan, which is the southernmost leg with a lot of varied terrain, and then Kildonan to Brodick, which is a challenging inland return with significant elevation gain. I was feeling good at this point and looking forward to the first stop. First pit stop done. That's like 9 miles, I think. That's an absolutely beautiful day. Legs are feeling good. First section was a bit more traily and off-road than I thought, but I haven't done much research into this and I've never really been to Arran before, so it'll all be new and exciting. There was a good selection of snacks at the pit stop. I had some crisps and refuelled my water bottle. If you actually look closely at my running vest, you might spot an empty bottle of Oasis. It's the perfect size for Solomon vests, and it meant I could put Coke or anything else in it while also carrying my water. It was straight uphill from the pit stop to go and visit the Giant's Graveyard. Many years ago I visited Arran and I saw the name of the Giant's Graveyard on a map. I thought it was going to be something really cool, but it's actually just a big hole with a rock next to it. It was just as underwhelming this time I saw it. But it did mark the top of the hill, which meant that there was going to be quite a bit of downhill and flat sections to the next pit stop. Thanks. Pit stop 2 done. That's halfway. It's about 14-15 miles and feeling good. Kildonan pit stop is the southernmost point of the route. The climb out of the pit stop is steep, but I just chose to walk it. At this point I decided to walk the hills and preserve my energy. Due to storms, the next section was supposed to be tricky, but I'd been told that as long as I followed the markings it would be fine. It started off easily enough as I headed across the moor, but once I reached a loch and had to head off-road it became much harder as the ground was muddy and it was tricky to spot the markers. I was glad other people were around. The footage from this section definitely shows just how tricky it was. If the weather had been bad it would have been very tough, but thankfully there was a few of us together so we were able to keep on track. My training for the race had been a bit hit and miss. I have a toddler so I only get the chance to run once a week. My wife runs on a Saturday morning and I run on a Sunday, but despite the lack of miles in my legs I was actually feeling pretty good, and although I was not quick I was in the top third of the race. I checked the results the next day and there are a lot of people who do the event by walking and running, so it's perfectly doable by anyone as long as you're prepared for a long day out.
Tomorrow's meant to be a lot worse, isn't it?
I was looking forward to getting to the end of this section because I'd made myself a sandwich at the breakfast buffet and I was really looking forward to eating it. If you look closely at the tree on the way past, you'll see the markers that I was aiming for. Oh, thankfully that bit's over with. That was really hard work. And I'm going to treat myself now to a sandwich. Oh, even better, it's a roll. Cheese and ham roll. It was good to get back onto Fire Track Road after the slow progress through the forest. The sun was out and it felt a lot warmer. I think it got as high as 25 degrees Celsius. I don't particularly enjoy running in the sun as I sweat quite a lot. This can lead to a glucose migraine headache, so I have to be careful to drink plenty of water and take on salt. I put salt tablets in my water to ensure I get enough. After the Fire Truck Road came a section through a deforested area. There wasn't many other runners around now, but I still spotted the occasional one, which was reassuring as it meant I was going in the correct direction. Whoa. Since the last checkpoint, I've done 6.7 miles in an hour and 3/4. I'm definitely feeling it now. I think that'll be 21, about 7 miles to go, of which I think the last 4 miles are downhill, which is good. But my back's starting to feel a bit sore and my legs are definitely tired. At this point I bumped into a woman I knew. She was out for a jog as she had a holiday home nearby. I was jealous that she was only doing a short run. The last pit stop was welcome. I filled up on crisps, cakes and orange juice. I knew from the map that there was still a large hill to overcome before I could head back down into Brodick. this point I was definitely feeling tired, but I was motivated by seeing a man up ahead of me. I thought maybe if I keep running I might be able to get past him. This last hill is steep and it's quite warm now. It's like 13-14 degrees, which for Scotland is very warm. And I can feel it in my legs. I hope this is the last hill though. I'll be very disappointed if there's another one. This last section was a bit boring. It looks like this for 4 or 5 miles, but it was downhill, so I can't complain too much. First glimpse of Brodick. Hopefully that means not far to go. Not sure my legs are working very well now. I think if I try and run, this will not work very well. Oh, everything hurts. I completed the race in just over 6 hours. My timings were approximately 1 hour 40 minutes to pit stop 1, 1 hour 20 minutes to pit stop 2, 2 hours to pit stop 3, and then 1 hour 10 minutes to the finish. It was a great route, lots of variety, and the pit stops were excellent. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants a challenging ultra combined with a trip to a scenic island.
And we'd like to welcome home Ian Todd number 20201.